Welcome to Be Well, Age Well. I'm Tiffany Langford. Today we're going to focus on MyPlate for older adults. MyPlate for older adults. How many calories do older adults need? The dietary guidelines suggest these daily calorie levels. For women that are not physically active, 1,600 calories. Moderately active, 1,800 calories. Active lifestyle, 2,000 calories. For men not physically active, between 2,000 and 2,200 calories. Moderately active, 2,200 and 2,400 calories. Active lifestyle, 2,400 to 2,600 calories. Notice half your plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables, a fourth for protein, a fourth for grains, and some dairy. Let's take a closer look about how much of each food group is needed for older adults. Older adults need 6 ounces of grains a day based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Food made from wheat, rye, barley, oats, and among others is considered a grain product. Grains include bread and pasta, breakfast cereal, grits, oatmeal, tortillas, and even popcorn. At least half of all grains should be whole grains, which contain the entire grain kernel. Whole grains provide iron and many B vitamins. They also have fiber. Whole grains contain the bran, germ, and endosperm. Examples of whole grains include whole wheat bread, whole oats, or whole wheat pasta. Some grain products are refined, which gives them the finer texture and longer shelf life, but removes fiber and nutrients. Refined grains are missing one or more of their key parts, such as the bran, germ, or endosperm. Most refined grains are enriched, which means that some nutrients are added back after processing. Examples of refined grain products include white flour, white bread, and white rice. Older adults need 2.5 cups of vegetables per day. Try to choose ones that are dark green, orange, or red in color. Try substituting romaine lettuce or spinach for iceberg lettuce, green or red peppers for cucumbers and celery. Mix in some spinach, bell peppers, and onions with eggs for a healthy scramble. Keep ready-to-eat raw vegetables handy in clear containers in the front of your refrigerator for snacks or meals on the go. Here are some half-cup equivalent of vegetables that equal, like 1 cup of uncooked spinach, 6 baby carrots, half a cup of cooked kidney beans, half a cup of broccoli florets, half a large red bell pepper, half a cup of cooked green beans. It is recommended that older adults get 2 cups of fruit each day. Try choosing deeply colored fruit. You can sprinkle frozen berries on top of cereal or yogurt. Try replacing your apples and pears with peaches, nectarines, and berries. Enjoy fruit as a healthy alternative to a dessert. Older adults often fall short of fiber intake, so it is important to eat a varied diet filled with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Here are some half-cup equivalent of fruit that equals a small piece of fruit such as a 2-inch peach or large plum, fourth of a cup of dried fruit, half a cup of orange juice, half a medium grapefruit, half a cup of grapes, or an eighth of medium cantaloupe. Adequate intake of dietary protein minimizes loss of skeletal muscle, helps older adults maintain strength and mobility, and decrease risk of falls. Individuals who are chronically ill, have suffered a trauma, or have an infection may have a higher protein requirement. Protein needs is approximately 5.5 ounces based on a 2,000 calorie diet. The recommended dietary allowance for older adults is 0.8 grams per kilogram a day, or approximately 56 grams a day for males and 46 grams a day for females. Also, 10 to 35% of calories should come from protein. Foods high in protein include lean meat, poultry, seafood, milk, legumes, eggs, and nuts. Vitamin B12 is a concern for some older adults because the ability to absorb this nutrient decreases with age and the use of certain medications. Older adults are encouraged to meet the recommendation for protein foods, a common source of vitamin B12, and include foods fortified with B12, such as your breakfast cereals. Some individuals may require a vitamin B12 dietary supplement. If they do, it is important for them to talk to their healthcare provider before starting any sort of supplement. It is recommended to get 3 cups of dairy a day because it contains calcium, which is needed for our bones and teeth. It also can decrease the risk of osteoporosis. It is recommended to get 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day, but remember, absorption declines with age. Vitamin D also aids in the absorption of calcium in the body by slowing down the rate at which bones lose calcium. It also aids in the maintenance of bone density, therefore preventing osteoporosis. Some foods are fortified with vitamin D, such as milk and yogurt. Here are some 1 cup equivalent of dairy, like 1 cup of yogurt, third cup of shredded cheese, a cup of milk, 2 cups of cottage cheese, or a cup of pudding made with milk. It is important as we age to limit certain things that are not so healthy for us, such as saturated fat, sodium, and added sugar. Saturated fat and added sugar should be limited to less than 10% of daily calorie intake. Your sodium should be less than 2,300 milligrams. When choosing low sodium foods, look for these words that are on packages, such as low sodium, unsalted, no salt added, sodium free, salt free. Also, try herbs, spices, citrus, and vinegar to season your food instead of salt. Remember, it's all about balance. To individualize fluid recommendations, provide 1 milliliter of fluid per calorie in, with a minimum of 1,500 milliliters. For a 2,000 calorie diet, that would be 2,000 milliliters or 8 cups. Older individuals are less sensitive in detecting thirst than our younger people and do not drink enough fluids to stay hydrated. Concerns about bladder control or issues with mobility may also hinder intake of fluids among older adults. It is important that older adults drink plenty of water to prevent dehydration and aid in the digestion of food and absorption of nutrients. In addition to water, choosing unsweetened beverages such as 100% fruit or vegetable juice and low-fat or fat-free milk or fortified soy beverages can support fluid intake to prevent dehydration while helping to achieve food group recommendations. It is important for older individuals to add liquids throughout the day. They could try adding a low-fat soup for a snack or drink a glass of water when you take certain medications. Don't forget to take sips of water, milk, or juice between bites during a meal.